Okay, I don't know how long this is going to be, but we'll play this game for a bit. Playing yesterday, like I said in the title, is I played it too much and we were super OP, but you know, I don't know. We'll see if it updates and stuff. It's a pretty decent game. I don't really mind it that much. It's a pretty interesting concept, and it's almost like it's pretty much a simulator, but not really. Kinda. I don't know. You just gotta grind for coins, basically. Basically, you have to unlock different tricks, basically, and you bounce on trampolines, and you do these tricks, right? So you do these, right? And then you can combo them. You get more coins over time, basically. And then, of course, but if you mistime it, you can mess up, and you'll lose your combo. So like for example, if I just do this, you fail. So of course, you you gotta make sure that you don't mess up. Of course, this is like I'm in late game right now, super late game. So it's none of this. You won't get this high for sure, but it gets pretty tough. Basically, when you play this game, and then basically after that, a lot of basicallys, but it does get pretty hard. The game. People say it's hard, which pretty much it is. But what happens is that you have to unlock different boots, and those boots will give you different height jumping, whatever. So basically, after that, you have to do these obbies kind of thing with these with boots, and then that will unlock you the next areas. Basically, a lot of basicallys. It's basically that's the game. Uh, all that stuff. And other areas have pretty much different what do you call it? Pets you could buy and stuff. But like I said, I'm super OP in this game, so there is trading in this game. So if you ever want free pets, then you know. But I think you have to have at least one pet to trade. I think I could be wrong, but I think that's what you need. Why did no one do this? Why would anyone do that? That's kind of rude of system in a blizzard. Nothing bounces in real life. That's the true answer. So yeah, basically there's always obbies, right? I'm just skipping them all because there's no point doing them. To be honest, it's there's no point when you're in a late game, basically. Like for example, like, it gets pretty hard. Like this, obviously this will kill you, and it gets pretty tough there. You see it over here, I guess. Well, you just gotta use the mechanics, basically. Dodge all that stuff. Like there's some pretty cool ones. I could show some. This one, basically. Okay, well, I died. I got too much walk speed. This one, basically, you just have to. This one's pretty simple, but you just have to jump on these things. But they actually fall after a while. It's gonna be pretty fast, basically. And then down here is pretty tricky because you don't even know that those lava spinners are there, and you just jump down, and you just die because you land on them. Fun. This one's tough. This one's like the hardest one of the hardest ones for sure, because it's just stupid. Basically, this one, it's a rainbow here, right? And you have to, get across here. There's a spinner here. It looks easy, right? And here, look at this. You literally have to keep jumping because the platform disappears. You gotta make sure, you can actually do it fast enough. Right. Now, I didn't do this legit, but this part right here, I cheated, as in there's like these gadgets you could pick up. But for example, if you look, these look simple too, right? But look at this. The ones they disappear randomly. You don't know which one until you step on one. Pretty much. It can be a sim, I think, but I don't know. I It doesn't have that like. It has the upgrading of getting better stuff. But doesn't have that like backpack kind of thing. Like oh you need to go sell your stuff kind of thing. You just gain infinite money infinitely kind of thing. This one's pretty interesting too. So this one's can be pretty tough if your reaction speed's pretty bad. So for example, if we go over here, all right. So say your reaction speed's pretty bad. Basically, jump on one of these. You gotta jump on them and they randomly spawn. It's pretty tough. So yes, I'm failing on them. So I did them all, and I don't want to do them ever again. And then this one is the last one, but this one's actually it's the easy. I think this one's the easiest one out of all of them, to be honest. It's the last one to the last area, basically. So let's see. Yeah, the obbies make it pretty cool for sure. So this is the last one here. It's pretty simple. You just have to wait for the circle to have an opening, or yeah, pretty much. But if you have the last boots, you have get extra movement speed. So this part is actually pretty simple to do. But the last two are really tough. Like I don't even know, to be honest. It's just like it's times two basically. It's like this part's super easy, and you have to do this. Just make sure you don't fall off, I guess. And we get to the last area here. And other stuff here. Oh, he put little birds here. Cool. Yeah, so there's exploiters in this game, as you can see. Like, this is impossible to get. This came out yesterday. Like I said, guys, I like to play games when they come out, so this game just came out yesterday. I played a lot yesterday because I got just like, might as well. I want to see what the late game is, but I played more in the late game than anything. But like I said, if you do want to play this game, I can give you free stuff. It's just you have to get at least one pet purchased, so you can actually trade. I think that's how it works. You can see like if you go all time, I'm like here, but obviously all is exploited over here. Up here, I think this is pretty normal. I think 66 trillion you can probably get pretty easily. But yeah, maybe not. I could be wrong on that one, just because like you have to look at the tricks as well. Like the most would be 128 possibly tricks. 36,000 seems up there. So basically, the plan is to get like these pets. Oh god, I forgot. No. Okay. Well, I gotta go back down. So there's quests, of course. The quests are pretty simple. You have to talk to people, and then you have to find the item that they lost. They could be in specific spots. So for this guy, the Lucky Leprechaun, we'll find his clover. Basically, what I find is clover, and it's usually found in the areas below. So if you don't have them found, then you have to pick them up. Last time I found it was behind the rocket ship, which it is. So this gadget's only good just because it gives you times 2 luck for 60 seconds when you're opening up pets. So I'll take the free luck. It doesn't really help that much because like the pets are like a 0.1, 0.2% chance to get them. But of course, you never know. Sometimes it might help a little bit here and there. But I gotta spend all these gems to get up to the next area. I could do this one regularly, but I'll spend the 5 million to save me some time. So I'm gonna buy the most expensive egg that we can buy. Check how much pets we have before we start. So yeah, I have all, these are all late game pets right here. I just delete them because there's, it's just room. Takes up space. The owl's pretty good. It's like in the last chest. And I got these baby phoenixes, which I could probably give to people. These are actually pretty rare to get. Super hard to get. Let's see. Okay, so... Oh, not you. Oh no, I bugged out. Torture. I have to rejoin the game. There's some buggy stuff, of course, of talking to things. Rejoin the game. Let me see. I hate when it bugs out like that. It's sad, to be honest. Yeah, I know. I know. I've played this. I was playing this yesterday. I got it so many times. I'm just looking for a server. Oh, too late. Too late. Delay, sadly. My bad. Yeah, I was playing this yesterday. Quite a bit. Maybe too much. I don't know. I like playing new games, but pretty much. Yeah, I get it. It's quite often. I get it from. I get it on a lot of stuff actually. The chests, the picking up gadgets off the floor, all that stuff. Get a lot, but it's like certain objects, not every single thing though. That's a problem. With just one that gets disabled. That's why I was like, I first try to skip picking up chests and stuff because I feel like the chests break it most of the time, but I could be wrong on that one. Because like I always pick up the chest and then everything else breaks. But I mean, it could be just anything to be honest. Picking up a gadget, chest will break. All that stuff. I don't know to be honest. Just one thing turns off, one thing turns on. I'll probably run into it anyways. Again. Honestly, I don't care about whatever we pick up. Anything that's a legendary would be nice. Increase my coin gains quite a bit. There's no mods. No need. Keep going though. Alright. Let's see. Normally I just spam and just try to get another eagle. I need one more eagle at least, so it's good enough for me. But we're lazy, so. Yeah, like, so when I pick up a chest or something, for example, it doesn't, when I pick up a chest, and then let's say I go pretty much, and then I pick up like a gadget or something, it just doesn't, has an interaction on it, sometimes. Of course, it's kind of hard to test that because I don't have a slot open, but then also, what do you call it? I don't know. It's just like those two break pretty much. I could be wrong, but I forget. I got like a ton yesterday. I don't really mind rejoining, but I just ignored the chest because the chest didn't really help that much. Not much anymore. I can try, let me try, let me see, what's the one, the lowest timer with this one? Well, not really, but, I mean, the umbrella is pretty small, I guess. To be honest, the reason why I got that bug the last server, because I claimed some gadgets, right? And then I went up to the top to get some pets, and then it didn't work anymore. So let me just try to like remove this one here. I mean, I'm not gonna use this anytime unless the game updates in the new area, but honestly, it's not hard to find. They're in the same spots as anything else, basically. Alright, where to go? Pick this guy up again. Okay, let me see. So, oh, chest is dead. I think maybe using a gadget, I guess, that breaks it. Oh, I used them a lot. I used them to cheese everything in the other top obbies. They're very useful. I literally can't do the obbies at all, basically. I went the wrong way. Like, I used the umbrella like a ton, and the rocket fuel. I skipped the campground one pretty much the entire way. Having to able to switch midway, having to switch midway basically with your shoes without going back to kick shop because you own it makes it so much easier. I didn't even have to get to the last area. I didn't even have the last boots to get to the last area. I used all the gadgets I could use to get to the last area. It was way too expensive. I need to get pets basically, pretty much. So what happened? So what I did, basically to get to the last area, which is pretty interesting. Like I said, you have to basically. We use the second last boots, which is the springy kicks, to get up to the area. Then we use umbrella to get there. And then since we need walk speed, I just switched to roller kicks, and then it gives us walk speed to get past those gaps. Pretty fun, right? And that's how you beat it. And then the last part, well, you switch back to rocket boots, of course, and then yeah, fun. But yeah, shotgun didn't work. Okay, I need to pick up this guy's thing again. So should be below us. I'll walk back down. Alright, I don't know where it could spawn. I know it spawns on the beach. Well, one time it spawned on the beach. So it could spawn somewhere else, as you can see here. Alright, so I'll pick up a gadget. Let me go to a shopkeep and see what happens. Because I could pick it up, but before, sometimes it seems like one thing breaks, other things don't break. Yeah, I wasn't blind. I wasn't even live at that time. But right now, the one thing that's broken in this server for me is the chests right now. I can't pick them up. So I went to the beach, or whatever this one's called, the boardwalk one. I can't actually pick that up. And the only interaction I had before, well, yeah, it would be picking up other chests before it, pretty much. There's one thing breaks doing a certain action, it seems. It's just one thing turns off. And completely random. Most of the time, maybe not. No idea. But the pet shop's fine. Yeah, pretty much. Gadget pickups, chests, and shopkeeps break. That is true. I have gotten all of them for sure. I've gotten it a couple times. I've maybe one time, but I was like, oh, I have to rejoin the server. I was like, oh well. Kind of sucks. That's the thing. I don't know if all the shopkeepers break. So I was only because that's at the top, as it's the space station. So I wasn't sure if maybe it was what do you call it? The other shops as well, Tricks or the Kicks one. Seems like these chests work though, so they're different, which is interesting that those two work, but other chests don't work. But yeah. Alright, yeah, it seems pretty random for sure. I have no idea, but I've got it a couple times for sure. I need to go back to the space station now. I'll get some gems, I guess. Alright, let me go back up to the top. I just needed some gems there. Alright, appreciate it, stopping by. We'll see. Yeah. I'll probably run to it again, but yeah. I don't know what this. I'm just finding random songs. What is this? It's pretty short, anyways. I'm fine with that. Alright, last question. Sure. And ask for the game's hard. Only one. Only one. So it seemed to be all working pretty well. Let me see. Hang on. Give me a moment here. Actually, let me see if this works. You like that? I'm sure that's probably intended, but. Anyway, it doesn't really matter that much. Okay. And then maybe it's not intended for that one. Anyways, let's see. Let me see. So it's the space station one. If you miss this one, if you gotta like over here, like you're just gonna fall infinitely. You're just gonna fall here if you miss that jump. Yeah, I understand that for sure, but I haven't really run that much, haven't run into much, but yeah, that one, it's pretty, Self-explanatory though. There's not much you can really do that one, to be honest. But I haven't run that much in, to be honest. Teleporters always seem to work most of the time, so. But yeah. Let's see. 28. Oh, trying to work on this eagle here. Alright, yeah, I'll see you around. Maybe I'll, if it updates, maybe I'll come back. But I'm a guy who just plays games that update or just get released most of the time. But, you know. Started to play today because why not? Maybe not that long, but we'll see. Just need to get an eagle for myself again. That helps a lot. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. So the only cool thing about this is that you can actually choose. I actually get to talk about it actually. This one, this part here. So you open up for pets, right? All these birds, and you can choose the actual one you want out of the three. So you open up one crate and you get like a 1 in 3 chance. Not 1 in 3, 3 extra chances. Whatever you opened up. It does tell you. It does tell you what its stats are before you pick it up. But the problem I had early on is that I didn't know what rarity they had. They just got to base off their stats. So you just gotta figure it out when you hover over them. But if you don't remember them, I guess that's the one thing of it. I spent all my coins because I don't care that much. Flying fish, just the second rarest thing in here. It's okay. To be honest, getting an eagle is probably the best thing to get. I mean, easiest thing to get if you have the last area unlocked. Because 75 million is not that much. This is a lot. Because gems, if you don't have a gem pet, a specific pet for gems, but honestly, you just get less coins. But you get so much coins, so I don't think it really matters that much. Hello. Oh, look at that. We are stacked now. Here we go. So now it's gonna level it up now. So basically we are stacked. Pretty much. So we should. So now the only thing to grind is probably for the last egg or whatever crate. We're gonna level up our pet, so I'm just gonna just do this quickly. The triple eagles. So if you see what I'm doing, so basically you might think, okay, so you can have 3 tricks, what do you call it? Enabled, I guess, or equipped. Basically, you want to have one that's a landing, so you can extend your combo, I guess. And then you just have other 2, whatever you want, to be honest. Of course, it depends on your height of your boots, because sometimes some tricks are pretty tough if you know, don't have enough height to do them. But for example, it's basically, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you can see that there's a combo right here, or a times multiplier. And basically, it goes up. So like here, I'll show, I need to look at my pet anyways. So for example, see how every time I do a trick or I do a landing, it goes up by 0.1. And see how I'm doing one trick called side flip. the side flip is like a beginner trick, right? And so basically the reason why I do it is I do like 5 in one go. So it saves me a lot of time to get to 5 times instead of just doing the trick that I use for money. Because it'll take way too long and it's a little bit risky too. So there's no point, to be honest. Just want to fast track myself to 5 times so that it's worth every time I use the 720 black flip, which actually is the best, second best one in the game. So pretty much, you know, just gotta like keep, and you gotta just hold your combo basically. Don't take too much risks. You know, I'm gonna do 3 of these and then we just land next end the combo basically. Nothing too special, but that's pretty much what we do. We do need to level up our ego, so I could go for a combo for a long time, the combos, but there's no real point, because when we land we get experience for our pet, so we're just gonna land here. We level up our pet so we get more stats basically, and make us super OP, because now our pets are legendaries, of course. It's like basically the 3rd best pet in the game, I'm assuming, compared to other pets in the last crates, I guess. Now, I'm not sure how the game works in total, but for example, like, let's see. I don't know. Let me think. I feel like if you just spam one move, you get less coins, but I don't think that's like over time progression. But I could be wrong. I don't think that's how it could be, but it's a little weird if it does do that. I mean, it makes sense. I just spam one move, I guess. It's pretty much the game. Of course, like I said, it is pretty tough. Getting up here, you have to do obby courses with your boots and stuff and the trampoline, so it gets pretty tough. But I've done it already, so there's nothing you can really watch. I could do them again, but I cheese most of them, using the gadgets and stuff, which are pretty useful. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah, I get it, yeah. Honestly, it's just like at this point, there's like no point, to be honest. We at this point we have pretty much decent pets now that we can just do the same trick every single time. I'm not gonna use side flipping, it's not that hard to do anyways, but let's level it up, I guess. Yeah. Is that true? Honestly, I thought, because since you're multiplying, I'm not sure the multiplier works, to be honest. Just because, like, I thought, you know, the higher the number, the more you get, basically. Because you're multiplying it based off your pets. Yeah, I guess. It's riskier, I understand that. I do mess up, but I'm doing the same thing every time. I'm just pressing this 3 times and then pressing 2 and then just repeat pretty much. Get about like 5,000 per run. Maybe a little bit more than that. So not that bad. Just zombies. I mean, that's what I did yesterday. I mean, I got to I think 1 million. Just want to see how much I made. I made like 1.4 billion. That's like with like 1 eagle, I think, fully maxed. And other pets with me. But yeah, I don't know. I've messed up for sure on high combos, but I don't really care that much. There's no rush in this game, to be honest. Whenever I play these type of games, I was like, whenever I try to play these games, it's all about progression. I know these type of games are hard to make sure, with numbers and stuff. Um, feeling that 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 you actually can make progress by playing the game without paying money most of the time. This one wasn't that bad up until a certain point, of course, but that's because after that point we need pets. But I think it got legendary pretty early, so it did help quite a bit. But if you don't have a legendary, it gets pretty tough. But that's pretty normal, I guess, in most games. I mean, obviously simulators in general, you know, you could consider this, but not really sometimes. I mean, it's just a general term, I guess. But endgame is pretty much pretty tough to get to most of the time. Alright. That's cool. Yeah, if you need anything free, I don't know, I don't train those games. I think people say you need like one pet, so if you get to one pet, I can give you some stuff, I think. That's how it works, I don't know. Let's see what else we got here. Random, very random songs we got here. I mean, getting a 4K coin's not that bad. Umbrella for Sunny? Okay. Oh, I don't really care about that one. So let's see. It's in different spots from the areas I found them. I can head back there. So I could let me see. It could be, yeah, in forest. It could be in the first area as well. I don't know what the first area is called, to be honest. Oh, this song is loud. Holy crap! Just change that one. Let's see. Let me take a look. I can remember a couple spots for Umbrella. There's like 3 spots. Oh, you changed it? Oh, I see. Let's see. Where are we on the playlist here? This one. Too many possibilities. Oh. Is it completely random? I've kept in the same spots, to be honest. I didn't have that much problems with it. I like searching for stuff most of the time, so it wasn't that bad. But I guess I can understand. I didn't even notice this guy was an NPC. I found him like later on. Didn't even know he's an NPC. Hard to tell. He was someone to talk to. Like after I went to the space station, I went back down here and I saw that I could talk to him. I was like, oh, okay. I could talk to the snowman. I've only found Lucky Charm behind the rocket ship the entire time. I guess I'm just lucky. But yeah, an umbrella can spawn in here, or at snowman hat could be in there as well. Hello. That's the only spot I know. If the first area doesn't have the umbrella anymore, because the umbrella used to spawn on this lily pad here, or it spawned in this tree over here. That was super hard to tell. I couldn't figure it out for a while, but it spawns in here sometimes. But if it's only in the forest, pretty much, honestly, it's not a big area. I haven't gotten it too much. Like I said, I found it in the trunk here. It could be, maybe, I don't know, I could probably just do this. I'll be bouncing. Boardwalk now? So cause some of them, they shared things. they shared spots of other gadgets, which made it a little bit easier because I knew some areas they spawned in. There's some when I spam click this, there's some lag when I spam click it. Not sure why that is. I'm playing in slow motion now. I'll click around. And we're dead. Let me see. Let me see this guy here. A very, very rough song. So basically, this game, just gotta bounce on a trampoline, and then you gotta like press 1, 2, or 3, and you do these combos and stuff. I think you can talk to the first NPC. He'll tell you a tutorial, I think. I don't know. I haven't talked to her, to be honest. So umbrella should be in the forest. Let me see. On the trunk. There's one. Here's mine over here. Look at how gadgets work. That's nice. Oh, there's my umbrella. Like I said, so one spawns there and then one spawns there. Rough. I don't mind rough songs, but I'll just get this one too. I don't mind rough stuff. I'm just playing off those websites release playlists. Whatever came out in order, basically. But if you join the game, yeah. I think you need one pet to trade. I don't know how it works, but. Level 30, it's nice. This thing is useless. These fish are pretty useless, kinda. I mean, okay. Keep some of them, I guess. Okay. Let's see. Head back up, I guess. Winter Wonderland. I do like the new Roblox feature with the triangles. But if you're too far away, it makes them less detail, but still there. Instead of actually fading out, it actually just makes less polygons or whatever, triangles. It works in this game for sure. Almost 3 times. Come on, where's my luck? I'm gonna get pretty lucky, considering like we can get the eagle pretty easily for some reason, but not any of these ones for sure. It's weird. Let's see. Most pay to win, time consuming. That's true. For me, I have a lot of time on my hands, so I play these games quite a bit. For me, like, let's see. Like this game, I don't know my playtime on it, but like, I remember I started playing this game at like yesterday at 9 p.m. I think, and started playing the game, learning the game, mechanics. And I kind of play simulators differently most of the time. maybe about an hour in, I was like at least halfway done the game, and then about maybe 2 hours, like almost done. I don't know, just having just playing for 2 hours, getting into late game, not that bad for some games. This one, the progression is pretty fast, sadly. But, I mean, not that bad, but it's better than very, very slow progression. It just depends on how you play the game. Um, you learn all those small details and all those like efficient ways to get the most money, basically. It just depends on the game, like I said. There's just some simulators that force you to like grind for hours, and that ruins their fan base and stuff, and all that stuff. I don't know. I would have streamed it, but I like to multitask. So like if I'm streaming right now, it's all focused on streaming, right? But for simulators, I do enjoy just like if I'm just want to play it by myself, I have like YouTube or Twitch or someone watching streaming, or just watch them play while I'm playing, so I can actually just mindlessly play. But I could have streamed it, my grind up to sure. It would have been great, but it would have been really boring for sure. Yeah, I guess that the ones where you can actually AFK grind, it's easy. It's harder to grind those. Like this one, you can't really AFK grind. You could if you macro it correctly, the timing correctly. It's just honestly, this one you actually have to play the game, but it has to be rewarding because you actually have to play the game. While some of them where you just like, say click, just AFK, like they have to be hard or long because you could just do that kind of thing. But you can't do that because not everyone's gonna do that, right? You have to make sure that it's balanced, but most of the time, it's not. If your game doesn't have a way to multiply your your coin gain or whatever the currency, it's just super slow. If these pets in this game having a multiplier on them makes life much easier to actually gain a lot of money in this game. Anything that's a percent multiplier is also crazy, but these are just static numbers. I don't know. That's pretty much it. Just the grinds, pretty much. I don't mind spending time most of the time. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't really spent that much like for this game. Like I said, I played it, most of it, well, pretty much no game passes. The only thing I purchased was like a reroll, basically. Trade gamer. He needs a pet, I think. I think you need a pet to trade, I think. I could be wrong, but I remember people saying that you need something to trade in order to actually trade somebody. So if they want a pet, you either need to get their own pet first, I think. I don't know. I could be wrong, 'cause I never trade in those games. I don't trade in general. I earn all my stuff in-game. So if he wants a pet, if they want a pet, then you're gonna need to get a pet themselves. Yeah, pretty much. He's a late game pet, so good luck, Yeah, I mean, you can. People do that. I think people say that all the time, I think. If you want to make money, it's gonna make a simulator. I mean, there's a ton of free like kits you could just take and then just create your own. Basically, just making a good one is pretty tough for sure. Because if you make a simulator and you create one, pretty much like, what do you call it? Similar, you can see if they die or not by how frequently they update their game. Cause like, I always say to everybody, I've explained this to people many times of like simulator, how they die. Basically, what happens is that if you don't update your game, people who play the game a lot will be super OP, right? And so what happens is that when update comes out, it's gonna be a problem because like if you take too long, they're just gonna like in 2 seconds be done the update, right? And then they could continue playing or not continue playing, right? Got your hardcore fans, so like, but not everyone's gonna be like that, so it won't be a big problem most of the time, but um, it's just trying to balance it for everybody. And if you take, like I said, if you take too long, it's gonna be a problem for sure. But depends on how late game your game is. I'd say most of the time, you want to release like a rebirth system, but like, rebirthing's okay sometimes, depending how good the rebirth system is. If it's very worth it, like, 'cause that gives you replayability in the game. If you get to the late game, it's like, oh yeah, I can just rebirth, and then there we go, we're good. You can just infinitely play the game. But still, that becomes a problem because they get super OP kind of thing, and you have to make the game not based around them, but like it'll become like that at some point, kind of thing. I don't know. That's just how I see it sometimes. It could happen, but I've seen many simulators just go down that path where like late game is just like for people who play the game a lot instead of people who join. And plus, most of the time simulators, the only problem with simulators whenever they update is only for like a new area and doesn't really appeal to people who are just started the game. Like, oh, the game updated and I can't play it because I just started the game. I understand you gotta play the game, but we'll say if you're midway through the game, oh, game updated. Oh, it's just a brand new area. Great. It's the same thing with Dungeon Quest. The game updates for people who only play the game. If you don't play the game, then you're not gonna. What's the point of the update? I know they added wave defense. That was like a mid-tier thing. Like, yeah, you can play that whenever you want, but still, it's just updates. New dungeons every time, and armor. So, well, it's great. It updated, but I can't play it. I can't play the game. If you want a bigger player base, you want to make an update where you can have people catch up to late game, so everyone's playing at the same time. But of course, that's tough to do. That could ruin your economy and stuff. But I don't know. I'm not the game developer. I just play games, but I've been playing, for a long time. At least, Roblox over 10 years. So I've seen plenty of games die by these reasons. So I don't know. It all depends, to be honest. Alright, let me turn on trade. I can send the guy trade. Here's one pet. Let me see if we could trade people who are trade disabled. Probably can't. I guess maybe not. I'm gonna enable it, I guess. I guess that works. What is this? Sorting. This one works. I get an owl, and then I don't know. Here, get this dove. There you go. Those are useful. I need to have to offer that. There you go. Lore for your statue. Having inspiration, it helps a lot for sure. I think the lore stuff is nice. It creates that story of like why you did it, and like you can also create other objects, or models or statues that are like similar or in the same world as that one. So that's always nice. Instead of just create something just for because you want to create it, you know, create some sort of backstory. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. With games on Roblox, you can tell sometimes why they create a game. Now the reason it's either because they created this cool combat system and they want to create a world around it, or they create this cool model and they want to make a game around it. You can see that a lot in many games on Roblox, where like they created this system just specifically because they made it and oh look, it's pretty cool. So they create a game around it. Now not always the game is great because it's just because you know they just create it around that one thing, but I don't know. I've seen it many times when people create like these models of like these enemies, and they wanted to like, oh yeah, let's make a game where you kill them, but like the actual like combat of the game is pretty crap, but the models look cool. But it's just you know they created these things where like yeah, let's make them into a game. I've seen it many times. You create a mechanical game and yep, that's just that's most inspiration I think with most games, but I don't know, could be wrong. With the intent of making simulators, you're just creating a game around whatever you want. It's basically simulators are pretty basic to a certain degree when you make it. Like for example, like those ones where you just have to click, and you get bigger, and then you get more health and more strength. Yeah, those are fun. But people play them because I don't know why. I guess it's pretty easy to play, I guess, possibly. Too religious? Honestly, I don't. As long if it's too religious, but as long as you like make another one to fight it off. Because if it's just one religion, like one setting, it's like yeah, you gotta follow that one kind of thing. If there's multiple, you know, choice is good. People like choice, but not that bad to be honest. Honestly, I just play the. I was if that was the actual game, I don't know. I wouldn't really care that much. Religion, I don't care about religion most of the time. For me, it's just I guess opinion based. I guess. This is a rough song. Yeah. What's going on? I don't know. What's going on? Nothing's going on. We're just having a conversation. That's all. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. If it's like a steampunk, then like I don't know. It could be post-apocalyptic. And it's like just lore in the past, maybe, or lore, or could still exist in time. Alright, so I'm level 50. I leveled up. Man, it's pretty much level 50 at this point. Did level up? Oh, we did level up from that one, from picking up a thing. Interesting. Just barely enough. Alright, well, we're pretty OP. The only thing we need is the other pets from the other crates, but like, for example, we just do like these couple spins here. We got like, how much we get? We got like 200k last time. Not really, actually. A little bit less now. Yeah, a lot more, a little bit more. 1.3 million just by doing this. Honestly, you could just have a macro doing this the entire time. No, I'm kidding. That'll take too much time. Too much effort. Okay. I see it opens 108 times. This one's tough to open, though. Let's see if we get some legendary, maybe? Come on. I think the only thing I hate about this is that, well, one thing that's, I mean, annoying, I guess, is the going back to the you said select when you open the crate and you get to click back to the third one again. It's just not efficient for me going fast. I guess you can't just AFK farm, I guess, but I don't know, how would you AFK farm if you pick 3? If I want to AFK farm, I just gotta go farm the first one. So I don't have to pay attention. I don't know. I guess I have to pay attention a little bit. But honestly, we're getting to the point where like gems is a problem, but not really. I get obviously. I mean, I'm about to say I gain more gems. Well, you do. Well, technically, yes, you do gain more gems than you get for coins, but with the pets we have, technically we don't, as in multiply with the same multiplier for gems and coins. So honestly, it doesn't matter that much. But if you want free pets and you join this game, you have to, you know, play the game for a little bit to get an actual pet to actually trade. But pretty much the best pets you could get. I mean, they're gonna help a lot for sure. So. I'm dead. When did I get this? Where did I get this? I know that's from the first chest, but I remember deleting everything. When did I get this? I'm thinking. That's confusing. Oh, I got from a trade. Nah, stinks. I forget. I don't remember anything, man. I have a short-term memory. It's very bad. Okay. What is this? Interesting song. I feel like I remember this song. Maybe I don't know. 2019, maybe not. Yeah, I remember now. I need like 2 million more gems. Alright, let's see. I mean, we can pop a luck, but honestly, I could care less. No, it's for one chest only. I mean, it's the same chance as an eagle. I got 3 eagles. I mean, come on, you know. Nope. I don't mind picking these up to give to people. They're pretty hard to get. But I feel like I could be wrong, but I don't know. But the percents on those things feel a little off. I don't know. Maybe I'm pretty lucky or something. But like, I think the first chest I opened, I know you have 3 chances, so like it does make it a little bit higher. The first chest I opened, I got the rare. I'm like, oh well, this helps a lot. Only 5% chance, but still, I mean, I just got pretty lucky. I think most things I got like the rarest thing at the beginning, I think. So, Gunslinger is too much for me. Gunslinger, no thanks. It's so rough, that song. I'm for sure. Just switch that up. Yes, I switch songs by pressing my rocket boost and then going to my second monitor and pressing next. Gives me enough time to press it, I guess. I don't have like a button to press to switch songs. I'm not gonna do 4 720 backflips, but it's too risky to do it. I could do it right here if I wanted to. I could care less most of the time if we do mess up. I know I could do it. Just mistimed it though. Not hard. It's just like barely. You gotta do like right as it start going out. But you can barely do it. Like that kind of stuff. I think you're. I mean, there's nothing else. There's no better pets we can get right now unless we get it from the crate. I mean, as in from the crate. This is how much we gain now until whatever happens next. I don't know. I like to try to get those pets, but